is legitness.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's hottest option. I'm your host, Tev. You know how we do. We've been killing it on the market. If you've been getting some money on this channel, man, I need you to put something in the chat, put $1 back, put a sign, let them know we've been killing it with the option trading, and it ain't going to stop just because of the clock. Hey, you hear me? We ain't letting the clock, the 9 to 5, stop us from getting this money. We're going to continue to get this money until we not punching the clock. First banger on the list, Microsoft. Everybody, look, we called Microsoft out the day after Thanksgiving, you guys. I told everybody Microsoft was looking explosive. You know, they had the talks about the Bitcoin. They rejected it, which I think is going to go bad for them, right? But today, it didn't seem to play out that way. It looked like it still wanted to run. Now, going into tomorrow, though, I will say it is very overextended. Looking on that 4-hour chart, man, Microsoft is way out there, right? It's in no man's land. You got your RSI up over 67, which isn't as bad as being up as it was over here, right? You see when the RSI got up to 80, we seen a drop in Microsoft. It dropped from where it's at, 448, all the way down to 440. So, you know, what could happen from here? You know, what I'm looking for, to be honest, I'm looking for this to come down. Before I get sold on some Microsoft calls, I would definitely like to see this come down. I like to see it retest the 8-day EMA and see if it breaks that. If it breaks to 447, I got target entry calls on Microsoft tomorrow. I'm looking to get in between 440 and 445. So I'm looking to get in between this 236 EMA, which has been holding, and somewhere in this area right here, right? You know, Microsoft's it's a good stock right now, man. I'm not going to lie, you guys. It's a great time for investing. CPI came out. Yeah, it didn't beat expectations all around the board, but it held them. It held them, and you've seen it in the stock market, right? And that's going to make a big difference when it comes to these Magnificent Seven. You know, there's a lot of players now that are ready to really put money in the market now that Trump's in office, and I'm ready to be one of them. You know, you know what Trump about to do. Hey, he about to make stocks great again. They was already great, but he about to really make them great. You hear me? Hey, even if you know what's going on, put a flag in the chat, man. You know what's going down. All right, looking at Microsoft, like I said, our target entry, we're going to be looking to try to get in on the 15-minute candle. As always, we want to make sure that we're watching it. I want to look at it to see if it's going to break this 446 or this 440.86. If it breaks that 444.86, guys, then I will be looking to more likely get in at closer to the 440 level. But being that the MACD is starting to come undersold and the RSI is starting to pick up, you guys, I really do think that it's a good chance that we might get a buy-in at that 447 level, maybe closer to that 444. So be looking for that going into tomorrow, guys. Next banger on the list, I know you want to hear about it, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla. Hey, we've been calling out Tesla left and right. Put a T in the chat. You guys, if you're watching the shorts, if you're watching the videos, we're calling Tesla. I told you guys the other day on Monday that Tesla was coming for a major bull run off the 236 Fibonacci. Some of us got in at the 380. I rode it all the way up to the 409, and that's when I got out. I made my money on the 409. I rode it up to about right here, right? You see it? And all the receipts are posted in the community. You can go see those, right? If you want to come join the community, hey, full of guys talking 24/7. We're live trading. We're making things happen. The link is in the Discord. We got out at the resistance of 409, and now I just let it cook. Right, I ain't gonna lie, I let Tesla cook. I didn't expect it to go crazy because look at the RSI, look at the MACD, but hey, that didn't stop it. It still went crazy. But now it's at a time where you guys got to be really careful, right? Because the last time Tesla was up this high on the RSI, you guys, let's go take a look at the charts. The last time Tesla was up this high, you guys, look at this drop. Look at this drop. You know, we can look on that. We can see how high that drop was, right? Almost a 7% drop, you guys, in an hour and 45 minutes. You know, so that's something to look for in Tesla. To be honest, you know, there ain't nothing holding Tesla up. No major buy-in, nothing like that, you guys. It's only just Elon Musk, and Elon Musk, he's just so popular, right? But don't get caught in the middle of it. So looking tomorrow, we're getting in Tesla. If we're going to get into Tesla tomorrow, guys, I'm not going to lie, you guys. If we're getting in Tesla tomorrow, I'm looking to get in Tesla more at this 408, right? I'm looking for it to come down just a little bit. I want to see this RSI come down. I want to see it return down a little bit. On the 15-minute chart, I want to see it come down. I want to see if it's going to respect that 419, see what's going on there, right? Because that's a crucial level. If it breaks that 419, we got support at the 408. So going into tomorrow, you guys, I'm looking to get into Tesla anywhere between 408 and 419. right? And I'm going to go to my 15-minute chart, and I'll make that decision based on what it's looking like in between that, right? If it breaks down in the pre-market, it breaks to 427, and it comes harrowing down and it breaks to 419. Well, you guys, let's see how much of a break that is right there, right? Look, there's your 6%. And then everybody gets like, oh no, it's coming down crashing, it's coming down crashing. No, it's not. It's not coming down crashing. That was the 6% drop we was expected. And so we're going to try to get in at that, right? So be ready tomorrow. Like I said, if Tesla breaks the 419 in the pre-market, look to get in the calls around 400, right? And if it doesn't, and it holds that 419, we'll be looking to get in the calls around 420, closer to 427. We don't want to get caught in between. You guys, you don't want to be the ones to get caught in between these zones right here, right? These zones right here between these EMA levels, you're getting caught in there, man. Your money's getting caught. You're getting stagnated. It's going up 1 minute, you're up 10%. The next minute, you're down 20%. So you don't want to be that, right? We want to see it come down, and if it's going to retest the 402 tomorrow, we would love to get in the call options for that. But if it doesn't, right, and it retests the 419 and it holds the 419, oh, we can definitely expect it to come back up and break. It's going to break out. You're going to believe that, right? So, be looking for that tomorrow, you guys. That's what we're looking at on Tesla. Next banger on the list, we got NVIDIA, man. NVIDIA, I've been calling NVIDIA all week, man. I told you guys, when it comes down to that 136, be ready. She's ready to blow. When it comes down, be ready. And that's exactly what she did, right? That's exactly what she did. She came down, boom, hit the 136, and took off all the way to 140. But this 140 is some super resistance. And if we can't break that 140, guys, we're going to come right back down to 136. We might come even down to 133. All right? So NVIDIA is looking real ugly until we can break that 140 and hit up to this 382 Fibonacci. And until we can get back up to this zone, be careful. I'm cautious on NVIDIA. Going into tomorrow, if I get in the calls on NVIDIA, I'm looking for NVIDIA to come down, right? Let's go to our 4-hour chart. Let's see what we can get into, right? If we get in the calls on NVIDIA, we're looking to get in the calls, you guys, between 135, right? So if it comes down to as low as 135, and between 135 and 137, all right? If we can come in here, if we can get a call option in here, if NVIDIA comes down and it retests these levels, right? And it shows signs of support on the 15-minute at that level, right? If it comes down here to this 136 to this 0.786 Fibonacci, and it shows signs of support like it did right here, then I'm all for the calls, right? But I don't want to be getting caught up in it right here, right? Next banger on the list, Amazon. Yes, sir. Amazon's been killing it, you guys. If we go to our daily chart on our 15-minute, you see she's starting to come down. That RSI is starting to come into a nice place, right? And we like to buy in between that 45, 50, 60 area. We don't want it to be 60. We like to be closer to 50, 55 if we can. That shows us, lets us know it's starting to pick up momentum, right? We go to our 2-hour chart. We're looking like we're trying to get a nice setback. If you ask me, I'm a buyer on Amazon tomorrow, you guys. If we can get Amazon between 222, right, and 225, that's what I got it set up for. I'm looking to get it in between 222, the Fibonacci, and 225, because I want to see Amazon reset. I believe that it needs to reset. And if it doesn't reset, then I'll be looking to see what Amazon does if it hits the 231. If it hits the 231 and it breaks the 231, it's undiscovered territory. So I'll wait, right? And that's what happens. But we're at the top up here, right? And we're in a bullish market. I can see Amazon coming down to retest the trend line, you guys. I can see that happening. So be ready for that tomorrow. Last banger on the list, and this is one I'm looking forward to tomorrow more than any of them. Palantir, PLTR. You know it's going down. It's been on a crazy run this year. You guys been seeing what's going on. Look, check it out. It's coming off that 0.5 Fibonacci, and it's running, right? And if you look on your 15-minute chart, it's trying to settle down, which it did a little bit in the after hours. It's trying to settle down. We respect that, right? All right. On our 4-hour chart, it's trying to settle down, but that RSI is right where we want it to be, you guys. That RSI for Palantir is right where we want it to be. But we're just not in our buy radius yet, right? 72 is a little too extended. I feel like that's on the high end. We want to try to get Palantir closer to the lower end, closer to a better buy. And I think a better buy for Palantir going into tomorrow, you guys, I'm looking to get the calls for Palantir in between the 50-day EMA and the 382 Fibonacci. So the target's going out for tomorrow, you guys, on Palantir is going to be $68, between $68 and $71.54. That's what we're looking at for Palantir, you guys. The exit tomorrow, if we can hit those targets and we can hit those targets with bullishness, we should see that MACD come down a little bit more. We should start to see it, the curve, like I said, it's already under the signal line. It's already ready to go. All it needs is the RSI to pick up, and I'm telling you right now, Palantir can shoot. Palantir can shoot, you guys. Look at this, man. This was literally, look, in 12 hours, it went from the lows of 72 to the highs of 78, and then in the next 6 hours, it shot all the way up $10 more. You guys got to be ready. I'm telling you, man. Palantir, be looking out for Palantir. It is in a good buy zone for call options going into tomorrow. All right, everybody. I appreciate you kicking it with me this evening. As always, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss none of these hot options. And I'll holla at you later. Peace.